Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Bart.
And I'm Dre.
And today we're going to be talking about... what are we talking about, Bart?
How long should men or women wait for a relationship or marriage? Well, I guess it depends on what they want. I think if you want to be married and you get into a relationship with someone who doesn't want marriage, then I think you should walk away, no matter how much you like that person, because you can't persuade a person to marry you. You could be with him for 10, 15 years and he never marries you. And I notice we as women always play ourselves on that, because we'll stay with a man forever because we want that one particular guy to be our husband and he doesn't want to be. So you messing up your opportunities of somebody who's willing to marry you. So I think if you get with somebody who don't want what you want, just walk away. Be friends with them.
Well, I don't see why it's so important that a woman... I get the commitment part, but when you start talking about marriage, I think that's, you creating a whole nother monster. I mean, I can like you. I can even like you a lot. But when you start talking about now, let's start putting our names on pieces of paper.
It's a contract.
Yeah. Now,
but that's only becoming a monster to who? To the man. Because if a woman goes in and say, well, I'm not looking to just date. I'm looking for a long-term commitment. I'm looking to one day be married. And you say, well, baby, I ain't the one that want to be married. I don't want to be married. So then I feel like, why waste your time? Once you say, baby, I'm not that guy. I don't want to be married. Then I feel like a woman should walk away.
What if he say, he's cool with getting married? How long should be? I mean, what's the time frame a man or a woman should wait?
I say 5.
5 years.
I say 5 because anything after 5, if you ain't made up your mind after 5 years, then you pretty much don't want it. And then I say 5.
I would say this here, Barb. I believe that it's 2 things that changes a woman. It's her having kids by you and you marrying her. Mm-hmm. So you have to really think about, do this woman really have the tools that you need or you may need from her for the rest of your life? See, that's a real big commitment. Yeah. So we can...
Well, why don't y'all think that same way about when you're having children?
Well, because I think women they fall short in that category because they will give you some of the things that a wife would give you, like having children. So once again, I don't see the purpose of marriage. I think a man that's in a rush to marry a woman, I think he's cheating himself.
And a child won't keep a man. I mean, marriage does. Even if you decide to separate, she still got your last name. She's still entitled to everything that you have if something happened to you. So it's a big difference.
A child keeps a man around as long as that man is willing to stay anyway, because you got 18 years no matter what. You still share that child. You can have kids with somebody and then be with your girl now, but if those children are there and plus they're younger children and she's willing not to be an asshole and allow you to be there, no matter what, that kid is there. The only way the kid is not there is depending on the mother and what she's willing to be an asshole.
But most women gonna try to make you jump through the hoops and all that. So average guy is gonna get the fuck on. He gonna leave the kids, but he gonna try to still maintain that relationship with them. But I feel like in my eyes, I think 5 years is good as well, as far as trying to figure out what y'all want to do as far as getting married or just saying, you know what, I'm just going to date her for a while.
Okay, so now you said that, so I want to ask you this then, because this is a good question then. How important is it to talk about where the relationship is heading? Like, so what do you think is a good time to talk about what you're looking, the direction of what you think the relationship is going in when talking to a woman? When is it a good time to talk about having children, buying a house, or getting married or anything like that?
After 2 years, we can now, I had time to get to meet your parents, your family members, I know a little bit about your finances. I kind of know your business at this point. So about 2 years, now we can start talking about the direction of where we're going in our relationship. And
then when would you lead to the marriage? Okay, so within that 2 years, say you could have had a baby, y'all probably could have bought a house. So when would that conversation towards marriage Because everybody ain't marriage material.
You're absolutely right. But and I'm gonna say this here. In most cases, when a woman have a child by a man, she most definitely delay marriage. Once, because now that it's more responsibility.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now he's not. You know, we got to talk about daycare. The kids need clothes.
But that's all the stuff you do as a team. So why would marriage be delayed?
It would most definitely delay because now we're talking finances. Because it's very rare that a person have a brand new baby, then they go straight into marriage.
You may not go straight into it, but
it does.
Now once that kid get about 3-4 years old,
I mean, you could just go down the court.
Right. It depends on what type of marriage you want. Some people want big extravagant.
Yeah, there you go. The average woman don't want that. She want her girls to come, and then if her friends had a nice wedding, she want to outdo her wedding. So now that's more money on the man. So I think if women wasn't so picky when it come to weddings, I think a lot of them will be married. You know, a woman to tell a man she want this dress, the dress be $3,000.
Oh,
the ring
that's back in the day. The dress be about $5,000 to $20,000.
Well, but you see what I'm saying now? I think a lot of men will be, okay with marrying a lot of these women if they wasn't so much pressure on them.
I agree.
Like I don't know how much a dress costs. If it's $20,000, most definitely I ain't getting married. Right. So if a woman dressed $20,000, she go want you to spend about $20,000 on the ring. Mm-hmm. You got to decorate the church, huh? Honeymoon. You got to think about shit. You got to get a hall, decorated cake. The cake gonna be about what, $500-$600. Mm-hmm. So you got to think by the time you pay for everything. You at about what, $30,000?
Shit, that's the lighting.
So as you all being guys. Do you all think it's better for y'all to just be in a relationship with a woman than marry her?
You want to go first?
It's what I always say. I don't think a man should be in a rush to marry a woman because the only difference you're going to get out of a woman from being a girlfriend is you on the hook financially. Once you marry her, you on the hook financially now. She's still going to have kids for you. Mm-hmm. She's still going to screw you. She's still going to clean. She's still going to cook for you. She's still going to do all the things a wife going to do. But once you marry, now you on the hook financially.
I feel like if you're able to move in with a woman, the next step should be marriage. But before you even move in, you need to get to know that person. And then once you get to know that person, y'all build something, y'all decide to move in together. The next step should be married. But if you can't live with this person, then you can't spend the rest of your life with this person. A lot of people get married, engaged, and then wonder why the marriage then just fail. It's because they never even stayed together. When you come in a house, they leave the toothpaste top off and all that shit, that little shit like that, to drive you crazy. So.
You said financially. I think you're on the hook financially when you dating a woman too, because you got to think about it. When you dating her, you probably living in the same house with her. So you can date, but most of the time, I'm just saying you still on the hook financially, whether you married to her or not. To me, it's just it might be more maybe because you might invest in a little bit more because you're married, and then what you would invest in then when you're dating. But I think the financial part is always there no matter what.
What I'm saying, what I mean financially is this. See, a man can get fed up and say, well, you know what, baby, I'm gonna grab my little black bag and I'm gone. Mm-hmm. Now when we marry, I cannot do that. I can't
still do that.
Yes, you can.
Well, hold on.
You can do that.
But I gotta leave my own house. Mm-hmm. I don't. If
you dating, it's the same way.
No. If I'm dating, I got my own crib.
Oh, okay. But what if y'all in the same house? It's still the same.
That's not dating.
Well, you know what? Together. See, that paperwork is powerful. When she filed for divorce, or if you leave that house, that means you abandon that house. Mm-hmm. So now she got more rights. Now you gave her more rights. Uh-huh. So now you got to continue to pay that mortgage. Yeah. You gotta still do whatever you've been doing because you abandoned that house. But if we just dating and I abandon the house, guess what? She got to continue to pay whatever she paying. I'm not on the hook. Marriage will destroy a lot of men financially.
I got a question right quick. Okay, it's a question on there. Say, do external pressures from family, friends, and social expectations influence the decision to commit. So do you think? Yeah.
Yes, especially mothers. Yes.
I think it's more friends than
Mothers push more on the marriage. Mothers be like, how long you gonna really? You still ain't married? What you waiting on? What you still with him? You ain't married? What you gonna benefit for being just a girlfriend? So mothers push marriage more. The friends don't push marriage.
I highly disagree.
Friends don't push marriage. I've never met a friend say, "Why you not married?"
Listen,
well,
when you gonna get married?
They don't say it like that,
but they will say it
they like he still ain't proposed to you yet.
Well,
or
they
y'all
only
ain't
do
got
that, but women only do that once they get married. That's the only time women do that.
I don't think it's when they get married.
Yes,
I think they do it when as soon as they get engaged.
Yeah.
As soon as y'all get engaged, y'all flossing the ring. How long it's gonna be before Kurt? Me and him was together 6 months. He proposed.
Right.
So how long?
But women do it more. But when they get married, girl, you still ain't getting married. My husband said, well, he should marry you, a real woman. So women really pressure it once they get married. But when they not married, they don't be talking about that. I think it's more of parents, especially mothers. Mothers really be on
See, I think that's reverse. I think the friends put more pressure, and 9 times out of 10, the parents don't, unless it's the father. The father pressure, but not the mother, because 9 times out of 10,
mother's pressure.
What we going through now, Barb, a lot of the moms is not married. Think about it. I don't know if it's just our little bubble that we see, but a lot of the moms is not married. So
right.
If you're not married, you can't pressure your child to be married if you've never been married.
Yes, you can. Because now
every woman wants
you want your child to have something that you didn't have. So now you got to think, a mother is sitting back watching you doing all this for this man and just saying, dang, you done been with him 10, 15 years. He ain't even engaged to you. He ain't even gave you a ring. Forget marrying you. He's never even gave you an engagement ring. So I look at it is that we as women play ourselves when it come to that. Because if you with a person over a certain amount of years and he's never even looked at you to even say, damn, at least give me an engagement ring. You don't even want to give him an engagement ring.
I think that's like a kick in a man's knee. Because first of all women, most women is not even married.
Okay, now stop right there.
I agree.
I hear men always say that. 2 questions. What is marriage material? And if she's not marriage material, why would you waste your time and even stay with her?
Because she have a vagina and it might be good.
You can get pussy from anybody.
No, but see, Barb, you ain't never had a penis, so you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. If a woman got some good vagina, you're going to tolerate a lot of things she do and say because you like what she got.
Or would you tolerate a lot of things of knowing that the things that woman does for you, another woman won't do for you? A lot of men do that too.
I disagree.
A lot of men do that shit. A lot of men will deal with another woman because they know the next woman ain't going to put up with that bullshit.
Okay, let me say in my situation, if I don't want to marry this particular person, just say I dated this person, I got money invested and all that. She in her house, I'm in my house, and we just having fun. It's qualities I can see in her like, damn, I don't like the way she raising her child. Like you ever saw like parents walking with their kids and their kids be way down there? You got to think every little flaw you see. You got to be thinking if I'm gonna marry this woman, if I'm gonna have a child with this woman, this is how she behaving. So, okay, you know what? The sex is good. I like her. We can date. We may even get in a relationship, but I'd never marry her because I know I deserve better. Just the same way women think, I'm going to go on and, entertain this guy right now. And then when something better come along, I'm going to jump ship. Men think the same way too. Anytime we marry a commit, we want somebody that makes us better. Okay. Somebody that comes to the table.
Okay, so perfect question then. Is it okay to date multiple people while waiting for commitment?
Dating and commitment is not the same.
No.
Well, to answer your question,
yes, it is.
I agree.
Answer your question.
Commitment means we're exclusive. Dating, we just doing our thing.
Okay, but still, it's still okay because once again,
it is okay. I agree. We saying the same thing.
If you just dating somebody and you feeling that person ain't the one, or you just trying to figure out who that person is for you, it's nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna put this out like I always say, Barb. Let's not get it confused. Women do not control the relationship at all.
That's because that's what you want to say.
That ain't what I want to say. How many times have you been with a man and after y'all had sex 5, 6 times, you say, so what we doing? He never come to you and say, so baby, so what's up with a relationship now? He think you once you give up the vagina, he's in control.
Yep, all your cars is gone.
Yeah, your car's gone. So I think you got it kind of
No. I got it working on how the world is now.
So how the world is
And
now?
the world is now. Women got a hand to play. Women have a lot of say so. I don't give a damn what you talking about.
Say so on what?
They got a hand to play, and they got a lot of say so on a lot of
what?
different things, especially in relationships. Because as you say, the women control what's between their legs. Correct. So when a woman say,
But that's it. But
what
that's
are
an
we
old
doing?
beat up prize.
Once you give
What are we
once you
doing?
give it up,
They
But
got
you just
between
said
their
it's
legs.
good.
I say
And
if
he
a
might
man-
not
if
wanna
a
give
man
it up.
got
How
that
many niggas, man-
If he got that one particular woman that got something good, she may have some good sex, but that don't mean she'll be a good wife.
She may not
might
be, but
even
he
cook.
may not want to lose that good
And he
sex.
go keep, and that's why he go date her for 7-8 years.
No, and then when she said, "Well, I ain't giving you no
But she
money."
don't- but she don't run that.
You know what, boss?
She
She
don't run that.
might be kind of right.
You
And
see
hold
what-
on. The
okay.
only reason why I'm gonna say she might be right, because you got to think it's a lot of guys that don't get a lot of sex. So that might be the best sex, and they gonna do a lot of sucker shit. Think about my man that spazzed out and killed my man over looking at his girl. If a motherfucker is not used to sex, they may be worked by women.
And that's
but
low
that
percentage.
shit ain't gonna work for guys that I've been around the
Well,
block.
see, Dre, now you talking about an emotional man, which is
It
not.
doesn't matter. She still can play her card.
It
Hurry
does
up with 'em.
matter, and that's why these women have the problem that they be having because they don't know how to identify a real man. A lot of these men, all of these
don't
guys
want
out
real
here is
man,
not
though.
real men.
Okay, but they're
so
not-
now
but
they
based on what-
emotional. These women gotta argue. A man ain't finna be going back and forth with no woman.
He gonna get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
he
That's
gonna say-
half of the word men, the young
Well, 'cause
men
you don't-
growing up today, because you said they were raised by who? Women. And women are emotional people. They get caught up in their feelings. Now we gonna look at the young men that we got growing up today. The young boys that's growing up today. Half of them don't even know how to be a man. Half of them don't even know how to talk to a girl.
But these are the type of guys that women want to marry.
They want somebody they can
this
control.
is the type of they ain't got no choice. What else
Well,
is
Nah,
out
they
there?
got a
trying-
choice.
Who are they? Where the men at?
Date older. You have to date
I'm
older.
trying to lay it out and give you the blueprint, and then you say no.
This how it should go.
If you don't know how to identify a man, you shouldn't even be choosing no person to be with. First of all, you got to know what a man look like, and the same thing go for a man. If he don't know what a woman look like, he shouldn't even be dating nobody. You got to date a woman that's going to compliment you, and a woman should date a man that compliments her.
That's true. I agree with that.
Now, if you just bored and you just tired of being by yourself, you go get what you go get.
Okay, so you said emotion. So here go a question for you. What role does emotional availability play in a relationship before commitment?
I don't even know what the fuck that mean. What that mean?
Okay, I'm gonna take a jab at that.
I was gonna say basically. I guess it's saying that what emotional availability? I guess being available for somebody when they in
The
need or
crown they
something.
show.
Well,
something.
I take a jab at it. I think a man should support his woman when she's doing something good. I don't think it's his job to sit up here, you know what, baby, I'm proud of you that because you can hold on the job. Baby, you know what? I'm glad.
So you
I'm
don't
glad.
think you
Hold on, bro. You know what? I'm so happy for you that since we dated, you picked up 60 pounds and you lost 15 pounds. I'm so proud of you. You know what, baby? I'm so glad that you know how to fry some chicken. I don't think he should do that.
So you don't think a man should be emotional available to any type of things when it comes to a woman?
Okay, I think that's what you pay a psychiatrist for. I think.
But
kinda
what's
disagree.
wrong? What's wrong with being there emotionally for somebody? And I don't even think it's emotional. What's wrong with being there to support a woman if she did gain 60 pounds? Maybe she was having a hard time losing that weight, but she's trying and she's doing
I
the best.
just say she should have been counting her calories. I don't. For you to gain 60 pounds, you would just do what the hell you want to do. And usually, when people do what the hell they want to do, it's what consequences.
She could have had a baby and just never lost that baby weight.
Once
and kept
she
on
had the
going.
baby, get back in the gym. I see other races do it. Other races, she dropped that baby a month later. She in that gym. She's on that treadmill. I see most women that look like us, they drop a baby. She want to sit at home for 6 months. She want to sit up here. That's chill mode. Oh, the baby. Every reason why something go wrong, she's going to say because of the baby. A man get tired of hearing that.
You know what I see? A lot of women, like, not our nationality, but a lot of women, they had a little stroller that they take to the track, the 3-wheeler, put the baby in it, and they wander around the track or walk around the track, so they definitely get active. You know
Well, you can go over to Dearborn any given day. You go see women over there with 2-3 month old babies, and she got on her stretch pants, whatever.
Yeah,
She's
walking
pushing
with
that
the-
stroller and she jogging with the baby. No man around. The first thing the women that look like us gonna say, well, I ain't got nobody to keep the baby while I go work out. Go over there in Dearborn and watch them. They'll teach you.
You be us bush.
Okay, now this is the part I forgot. I kind of disagree with you on certain points, boy. Like, you got to think as far as being there for a shoulder for the crown. Sometimes, like, it may be she done lost somebody, so you got to be there for her in that situation.
Well, that's different, Dre. I think what Barb was saying, support her emotionally, like when she, she doing things I think she should already be doing.
No.
Having a baby too, you can go through a lot of different changes too.
Stress,
you know, so I've never had a baby, so I can't really speak, but I do hear women who have babies, they go through a lot of things, and then when they had a baby, the woman is the one who basically takes care of that child 24 hours a day. You had that baby all day long, probably don't have, some women got the support, some women don't have the support, so I can find it and see it easy for women falling off with a baby. I don't think it's all women, but I can see it for some women, especially if the man is still getting up, going to work. He not getting up in the middle of the night making diapers change. It just depends on the situation. So I can understand sometimes if it does happen like that for a woman.
Well, for me.
But you may have been involved. I don't know.
Only person I can speak for is for me.
So did you get up in the middle of the night, make bottles and change?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I will
you
get
there.
up, but she can't sit up here and gain no 50 pounds.
Well, she shouldn't have had no reason because she had the support. It was more than just her. It was you there,
but see,
too.
Bob, it still goes back to what you putting in your body. See, I think the women don't want to be held accountable for what they doing to themselves. If you blew your own self up, who you gonna blame? You gonna say, well, since the man was here, I put on 70 pounds because he wasn't around. No, you ate them Snickers. You ate them Twinkies. You was sitting up here doing all that snacking. So that's why you gained that weight. I'm just saying I think that a woman should take more accountability for what she do to herself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. This is not on the sheet, but women that go past their prime and then they decide, like, okay, now I'm gonna just take anything. I mean, how do y'all feel about that? Because pretty much we see a lot of that. Like, a lot of women never get married, a lot of women never had kids, and then when they get older, it's like to me, I feel like it's a regret and it's a lot of bitterness. So they willing to take anything. What do y'all think about that?
I disagree. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. And I still wouldn't just take accept anything. I still would want something that's best for me. That fits me and my personality and my situation. I don't think I have to settle for less because of that. Now, is the chances of me being married high? Could be, could not be. Is it a big thing at this point? Not really. But if it came along, it came along. But I mean, far as having kids, I don't have them, but I don't even take it as a regret. I just take it as, some things is meant for people and some things ain't meant for people. You know what I'm saying?
You don't look at it as like the decisions. So you think it's more or less that
I think I made the best decisions. I know I made the best decisions. I made the best decisions for me, especially when it came to children, because of the type of men I dealt with.
Right.
And so for me, I wasn't the type of girl that said, oh, if I get pregnant, I'm going to have a baby by this guy, because I knew this guy wasn't shit and I knew he wasn't going to be there. So I knew I was going to be stuck raising a baby by myself. And I never wanted that because I had a father. So I felt like I never did those things to put me in those situations where I would get pregnant and have kids, because I knew the type of guys. I made fucked up decisions when it came to dating guys. I just dated fucked up motherfuckers. So me not having kids was like kind of the best thing back, in that era for me.
See, the difference is like yours may, okay, I picked this guy and he was the wrong guy. A lot of these women have like the best guys, but he may not have enough money. He may not be attractive enough. And it's like the most women that make the wrong choice, they always feel like I deserve better. That's just like the grading scale. They may be a 6 or a 7, but they want a guy that's a 10. Oh, he got to be a 10.
Now, I think for women, I think some women may have regrets of that Dr. Doolittle guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy that may not have had the fanciest cars, but they think back like, damn, he probably was the one for me. I let him go. I let a good guy go for a whole ass nigga.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think when it comes to that, but I don't think you should settle.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Well, I'm a time in, Dre. I always say women make terrible decisions when they come to men.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just me saying it. History proves
I
it.
just admitted that.
Mm-hmm.
I just said
so
that.
once again, I'm gonna go back to what I keep saying: accountability. If you want to date a guy that's in the streets, in and out of jail, up and down, and this is the guy you want to waste your time with, you get what you get. I don't see the big separation here until even why. If you waited till you 50 years old and you didn't get it right from the age of 20 to the age of 50, that's 30 years you had time to practice, and you still ain't get it right at 50, you get what you get, meaning you get whatever left over. Most of the good men is gone. In your age bracket, they either married, they got kids by some other women, they are already spoken for in some type of way, fashion, whatever. So the women that's now saying, you know what, I want to do right now. I want to get my life together and settle down with this good man. You go get the same type of man that thinks similar to you. He's left over like you left over. So y'all going to just salvage and...
Well, if you do get a guy that's left over and she left over, okay, there go you. You can't really say that, and you can't say, oh, there's a lot of people 50-some years old that's not married.
And that's called a recycling bin. You get them out the recycling bin.
So it is.
And you make the best out of recycling bin. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, long as you know this is how you choose your life. Most women get married at their peak, which is like what? They late 20s, early 30s. But if you want to be out here and doing what you want to do for 30 years, 40 years, what you think you gonna get the cream of the crop? I
don't even think it's wanting the cream of the crop, but you still don't have to settle.
But
you
what
don't,
you get,
you don't have no. You say you get what you get. No,
bin.
that's what you say. She doesn't have to do that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
She doesn't have to. She don't have to.
If a woman is 50 years old and she have no kids, right? She have no kids. She meet a man. He got kids 9 times out of 10, right? Okay. Now his relationship didn't work. He been through different type of stress and other things that come with having kids and dealing with women, the pressure that they put on these men. Now, he comes to you. You think he just squeaky clean?
He didn't say that. Nobody's gonna be.
I said the recycling bin.
Nobody's gonna. No, that's what you. That's what you're.
Well,
yeah,
I'm saying it.
everybody
right,
gonna go through the
you
ropes.
Just don't like the word. That's right. I'm in the recycling bin.
You've been through.
So
but you don't have to settle though. You still have an option. When he say settle, that's like you don't have to go to the recycling bin. You don't have to because you could date. You could date younger. She could date younger.
Women put a lot of pressure on men.
Date younger. Women can't date younger unless they got some money. But let me throw this out there. When I feel like you say women don't have to settle, that's true. Women don't have to settle. But I feel like a lot of the women you talking about that don't settle, they literally alone. I done got to a point now.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you mean settle to what point?
She may be just say like I'm gonna give you a prime example. Vivica Fox, never been married. She was nice looking and all that. She could have had probably any man she wanted when she was at her peak. But you know, when you riding on high, women got their looks. They may got a good job, a few dollars. They feel like literally every man is beneath them. Y'all can be working at the same job. She may be a 7, you may be a 7. But for some reason, she want an NBA player. You got to think she want a music singer and all that, and that's what she feel like. This is what I deserve. I don't want no average guy like the guys I work with. She may play with them, but she ain't gonna, make a commitment because she feel like she deserve better. Then she wind up hitting her 50s, and then she still feel like I'm not gonna accept a regular dude, so I'd rather be alone. It's a lot of motherfuckers that take trips by themselves and post all these pictures. Oh, life is good, and you on that goddamn cruise by yourself. Is she on a cruise by herself? Yeah.
You ever thought that sometimes some women just, you can get dick from anybody.
Barb, see, you on some bullshit, Barb. Drake, I'm glad you use Biz. You on some bullshit, Barb. I'm glad you use Biz. What's her name? Vivian Fox. Now you gotta think, she's a beautiful woman, right?
Say shut up.
She's beautiful, right? Now you gotta think, didn't she date 50 Cent?
Yeah.
Okay, now you gotta think, any man date her after she date 50 Cent. 50 put a target on her back. He sit up here, dogged her out across the internet. So if you dating this woman, you already know what 50 did to you. He told you what he did to her. He told
her she ate his ass. She put all that on Facebook.
So that's because that was once again an emotional, bad relationship.
She's an old woman. She's an older woman. She been through some things. So any man that's going to date her, you pulling her out of the recycle bin. Mm-hmm. I don't see nothing wrong. You may not like the wording, but she been through the ringers. Mm-hmm. She coming out and a man date a woman like that. She's still a nice looking woman, but you know what? She been through some shit.
Okay, she may have been. But why did you tell me to shut? I'm on some bullshit.
You on some bullshit because you keep trying to sugarcoat.
I'm not sugarcoating. I'm saying that he said she on the boat by herself. Is she? She can get fucked while she on the boat.
But you told her to get some pieces. She get some penis in the alley.
She can get. What I'm saying though, she has a choice. I don't think she chooses to be sick. Something could be wrong with her.
Penis in a relationship.
What he's saying is she's trying to highlight being single. No older woman wants to be in that situation. So when she on that cruise taking them pictures, them selfies, she really went after all that over and she go back to her room, she's still alone.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe she's fucked up. Some women can come to the conclusion that they fucked up and that they push people. If you fucked up, listen.
Or maybe they overvalue themselves.
That's number
maybe
one.
She need to say.
Maybe a man don't want. Maybe she don't overvalue herself. Maybe a man is just scared to date her
and accept she's nothing but a 4.
Maybe a man is just scared to date her because of who she is.
Like give me an example.
She's Vivica Fox. Maybe
listen, they gonna say she's Vivi that fuck with 50 and 50 dogged her out. Maybe and now she want to come and holler at me.
Some men can be intimidated by talking to women with wealth. Some men can be intimidated by that.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga.
You don't give a fuck about it, but another man below, maybe.
How he gonna be? If you don't think of a guy catching the bus and your girl pull up in the Benz.
She ain't talking to nobody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's still gonna have to bow down and quit thinking she's a 7 when she's really a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, well you all right. That's what you're saying.
So do you? I think literally in that relationship, it's hard to be equal. Somebody gonna have to take the back seat to the other person. That's just.
But Trey, if she old, she already take the back seat.
Yeah, I agree.
If she 50, 60 years old and she's still in the dating market, come on, let's just call it what it is. How many guys is running and to these retirement homes to pull one of them old women up on it? Nobody. I don't care how bad she was. Ain't nobody going to do it. So if she 50, 60, 70, you in a retirement home.
The only way a guy gonna do it, just say like Vivica Fox still probably got a few dollars. She still got revenue coming from the old movies and she be on all these commercials and shit. So a guy could come through and marry her and do all that shit, but he looking for the bag. Like, I'm younger than her, she older. So when she get up out of here, I'm gonna get all that shit. So that's the only way a guy gonna do it.
I'll go get a chick. What's her name? That short with a short hair, that bad chick. She was voted one of the most sexiest women in America. What's her name?
Only you would know that.
She's an actress. I can't think of her name right now. Besides her, and every man she ever been with cheated on her. What's her name, man?
Well, hell, celebrities.
You ain't talking about Amber Rose.
All of them. The Kardashians, Amber Rose, everybody been cheated on. Here go a question. Is it okay to take a break during dating to evaluate your feelings?
To take a break. Now,
To evaluate your feelings, though. That's crazy.
This is a good one, Barb. Because the reason why this is a good one, because this something that a woman would tell a man.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm saying, listen, she already been talking to some nigga and she developed some type of emotional connection, and now she want to give him some test you out pussy.
Yeah.
So now she want to tell the man, she want to tell the dude, let's just take a break.
Are you really fit to agree with that?
Hell yeah.
Really?
That's what y'all do.
That's right.
Y'all want to break up a little bit just to see. So if she give him the pussy, it ain't like he cheated and she won't feel guilty. And she the first thing if he find out, we wasn't together. That's y'all story. I agree with that. And then if he like you give him some pussy and he ain't got all the other parts she want,
now
then she gonna double back to you.
Well, I think it's not good to take a break within the relationship because then you give
somebody.
I don't think it's no such thing. Yeah, you give somebody else a chance. You know what I'm saying? I always see.
Well, what's the purpose of the break,
I always believe it's somebody always getting a chance anyway.
If a man told you,
somewhere getting a chance,
Barb, let's take a break from our relationship. What you think is on his mind?
Well, we gonna break up. We not gonna take. We gonna either be together. or we not gonna.
Well, see, my thing is, I tell the chick, if we gonna take a break, you better come back the same way you left.
But why would you allow her to take a break?
Well, because like how you said, Dre, I know when a woman say take a break, that means she already been talking to a guy or somebody at work she met, he cool, and she want to give him some trial pussy. So the reason why this works for her in her mind is because I didn't cheat. You know,
well, she can't give him trial pussy while she with you.
Well, that's where that break come in at.
Well, she wants to give him more. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Because she can give him pussy while she with you.
She want to test the relationship.
She still want to keep her image. Oh. See, she want that guy to think she's a good girl. And
she want to keep the door open with you.
That's right. And she want to tell that guy, but you know what, me and my guy, we going to take a break. Now, who you think going to be coming over our house? He going to be over there.
Yeah.
Who going to be over there, you know what I'm saying, telling her, you know what, baby, you did the right thing. Him. Who you think going to be beating it up? Him.
Yep, you give her if she says she want a child break, give her 1 week and ride past, start riding past.
Yeah.
You gonna definitely see a car.
And I'm the king of drive-bys. I'm gonna do some drive-bys.
Definitely can't come back. Go ride past at 2:30 in the morning. And it's a different car there because if you done dated her long enough, you know all her family member cars and shit.
Oh,
so you see a car there regular at 2:30 in the morning, yeah, somebody jumping off the top rope.
I'm saying to the men out there, if your woman telling you she want to take a break, throw her in the garbage can.
Yep.
I just say no breaks.
Come back.
She already made her mind up what she want to do.
Even if your man say he want to take a break, just break up because he already took a break on you any damn way, probably.
No, it's probably the other way. Y'all took a break on us.
Most men don't talk about like that, Bart. You keep trying to reflect your views on men. Men don't
Men just don't stop fucking with you.
Men don't even think like that.
He gonna be like, I'm tired of your shit, I'm gone. He ain't gonna tell you want to break. He like, I'm gone. And when he leaving out that door, he like, I'm gone for good. Even if he double back, he not thinking I'm coming back. He thinking I'm done with this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I see y'all really clowning today. Okay. Us says, how can you tell if someone is just not interested in a commitment or a relationship?
The word no.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Okay, but what about though? When you say the word no, are you just saying like no, like?
Are you interested in getting married? No. Do you want to get married? No.
Or what about those who play interested? I mean, do you think a person be able to tell like if they even play like they're interested?
I agree. I can.
When a man,
I'm just saying, can you tell the difference? Like, how would you be able to tell the difference?
Because if you go over our house and she got an air mattress and she trying to get you to take her to Chez Pierre's or some shit, she got you spending some astronomical money on food and she got an air mattress. That's how you can tell, because she gonna treat you like you know what I mean, like a old woolly lump.
She's staying in an old ran down neighborhood. You go over there, it's glass all in the street, is all fucked up over there, and she want you to take her to a 5-star restaurant. You don't even live like that, but you want to put this good food in your body. Get you some ramen noodles. Take her somewhere cheap where she used to. I don't think a man should just sit up here and elevate these women's lives when they come from the dumpster. If you in a dumpster...
You say, hold on.
Well, you give them dumpster food. McDonald's.
What is coming from the dumpster?
I'm saying, it been times I went over women's house and I don't even want to park in front of the house because it's glass all... Why is it glass all out here?
She's in the hood. right. Is she in
That's
the hood?
right. So if you in the hood,
So,
we
but
gonna
if you-
act like you in the hood. I don't think
I
you
think
should.
that's-
I don't think you should be in the hood, living in the hood. You know what? Cross the street is 6-7 niggas on the porch is probably gonna steal my car soon. I go in your house. But you want me to take you?
But that's the
to a
girl
fast
you
food
chose
restaurant.
to pull up.
No, that's the
to
chick
fuck
that
or
I was
whatever.
trying to get to know. And when I whipped up to her house, I was already second guessing it. Cause I'm already thinking,
So
I already
because
know when I
of
go
where
to her
she
house
lives
and I
at,
come out, my
and
truck
the
will be
area
gone.
she lives at, you base that on
That's
the type
right.
of meal she should get.
Exactly.
Well, you should just pull the fuck off then. You shouldn't even take her out to eat, because if you think like that, that's fucked up.
But he
Because
trying to get something.
no, pull off. You
Well,
shouldn't even want
but you know
nothing
what,
from
Barb?
her.
She probably be
but why
Sex
do
and
you,
commit- sex
why
and
do you
commitment
even
is
want
not
to
the same.
hit? Well, Siri, why would you even want to fuck
Because
somebody
we
from
already
a dumpster?
established hood rats got the best
Be-
sex.
That's what I was about to say. The ones that ain't got, listen, motherfucker used to call me
Yeah,
out and all that shit. Them normally be the ones that show out. They gonna perform.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't used to no expensive food. You know what I mean? They gonna act bougie. If you take them somewhere expensive, they gonna, you know what I mean? They ego go up. So now they gonna have to play the role that I'm, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
A chick staying off Joy Road and she telling you, come on, we finna go to this fast time. Come on now, you know you eat chili dogs and chili fries. Come on, cut it out. I'm gonna come and bring you a hot and ready, and you gonna eat.
Wow, boy.
But I'm telling you, Barb,
That is just.
I don't think
you should base that just on where a person
that's
lives.
where you comfortable at.
But if you grew up in the neighborhood, see the difference, it's not where they at. Just say you got people that come from money. And then they say, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to walk away and I'm going to have to go to the hood. But you know they people got money. She come from money. So being in the hood is, even though she in the hood, that's not where she come from. A motherfucker that grew up in the hood and it's all about survival, they going to do anything to survive. So why would you sit here and try to elevate them and take them to another level when they not going to appreciate it or respect you? You see what I'm saying? They going to let you spend all your money, and then little Larry still gonna be calling, come through 4 in the morning. You sleep? No, come on through.
He gonna come through with a blunt. He gonna roll that mug up, smoke, knock off. You sitting up here trying to change her life, but this is where she comfortable at. She comfortable in the mud. I'm just saying, if you go knock her off in the mud and leave her in the mud. Don't take her up to the beach and showing her a whole nother life, because it's her mentality. That's why she live where she live at. So I do believe, Barb, where a woman stay at tells a lot about that woman. I do believe that.
Yeah, her mindset.
Okay. And I want you to think about this one before you answer it. I want you to think real clearly. Now it's number 39. Should people take time to really get to know themselves before entering a committed relationship? Talk about the importance of self-awareness, self-love before accepting someone else to commit. Do you think it's important that you know who you are and what goes on with yourself before you can even enter any type of marriage or any type of commitment before reaching marriage?
Well, you already know who you are before you meet anybody.
Me,
now it's all about what's your game, what's your
but now you could have issues yourself that can cause you not to be able to commit to a person.
But he know that already.
He already
know his issue.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, it all depends on what is your game, what is your angle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when these women meet a lot of these men with nice cars, they got nice homes. She know she ain't got no business fucking with this nigga. But she looking at, I'm finna come up. Mm-hmm. So she already got a motive. She already got an angle. He just don't know it.
See, it does. I think the men know each other, but I don't think the women know each other. They don't know themselves. I think this is just my opinion. I feel like any woman should seek some type of counseling before they get married.
You say any woman?
Any woman.
No
I don't
man
care if you-
should.
Well, a lot of pastors won't even marry
it's more
women
than
if they don't.
You don't think
I think it's more than women.
Why do you think it's more than women? I'm interested in why you say that.
Literally, a man gonna sit here and say, okay, this is what I want from my woman, this is what I expect from my woman. And we already got a blueprint. We know what we want, we know what we need. The woman list changes day to day. And then once the man marries this woman, her list grows. Everything changes day to day with a woman. Y'all can wake up and say, I want this hairstyle. I want that hairstyle.
Well, let me tell you what I took out of this
A
question.
man go and get the same haircut. He get the same way his beard trimmed. It's always the basic same thing. Y'all always got to change everything about y'all. So that means you're not happy with the way you are, that you need to change yourself on a constant basis. So before you get married, go sit on the counselor's couch.
Well, this is what I took from this question. Before entering any type of relationship with any person, I took from it that you have to know what's going on within yourself and knowing that are you able to even give that person what they need. See, you got some women that want to be wives that really don't know what a wife is. You have some women that want to be girlfriends but don't know how to play that role of being a girlfriend. So the question is, before you ask someone to give you something that you want, how many issues do you have that will stop you from getting that, or even if you get it, will destroy it? So like if I was to go into a relationship back, maybe I'm gonna say 20 years ago, and somebody married me, I would have been divorced within at least 6 months, probably a year, because I had issues within myself, issues in where I don't take very good to authority. I don't like certain things people say. And I know, like, when you're in a commitment in a relationship, you have to be able to compromise, or sometimes just step back and shut the fuck up and just let him take his lead. And I just wasn't that type of person. I didn't know how to do that. I don't know. I couldn't relate to stuff like that. Things like that to me felt like somebody was being in control, trying to control me. So what I take from that question is that, how fucked up are you before you enter a relationship? Like, do you got to get yourself together before you ask for these things? So for me, I wouldn't have never asked for marriage back then, because I would have had to get myself together, because I knew damn well I wouldn't have been a good wife. Damn, I'm telling you, divorced in a year, mother. I don't know. It's just so much that was going on in my life that I was so fucked up at. I just don't think certain things that would have been presented to me, I would have been good at.
So I got a question for you, Barb. So you were saying, I'm assuming you're talking about in your 20s.
Yeah, about mid-20s. Yeah.
Mid-20s. Okay, now, see, that's the time when a woman's supposed to be getting married.
But a woman, that's the time a woman without issues should be getting married.
We're on the same track up to this point. Now, the time that you should, when you at your peak, your values at its high, you admitting that you was fucked up. You was terrible. But now when you come of age, when your value have declined, now come and marry me.
No, I don't. No.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, some women say
like
that.
A typical woman.
Some women say,
they
come
say
and marry me.
Now that, you know what, I ain't worked out my issues, now I'm ready. But see, I'll be thinking as a man, how many niggas been through you though? How many niggas, you know, how you did XYZ with?
Oh, well, my track record is good. I have a great track record.
How far damage did these other men damage you even more?
Damage me how? What are you saying? Physically,
I think
mentally?
every relationship.
You're saying mentally?
Yeah, I think every relationship a woman, because women learn they men. So if you've been with 10 men and you learned 10 men, that's going to bother you psychologically.
No, because my relationships was long, so.
But you learned those men.
I learned from them, yeah.
So when you learn all these different men, that means every time whatever man you with, everything he do is reminding you something about one of them niggas.
That's not always true.
Well, most of the
unless
time
he has the characteristics.
But it's been so many though.
Well, no, it ain't been so many motherfuckers. Stop saying it's been so many.
10.
It ain't been no motherfucking 10.
I'm not talking you.
Oh, I'm talking about me. Because he was
I thought he was talking about you.
I'm talking to her from a woman perspective. But since she's a woman, I'm saying most women been with at least 10 men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when they been with 10 men, they learned those men. So now when she date a new man, everything this new nigga do is remind her something fucked up about one of them 10 men.
And maybe a red flag.
There you go.
But can you say that's for both?
No,
I ain't gonna lie, it's that for me, because if I see some shit I did from the last chick, I'll be like, I saw this movie before, and I'm gonna just jump off the top rope and then I'm gonna block this motherfucker. So I ain't gonna lie.
I think that goes for both. truth.
No,
Because
men don't
you may
learn.
not hold her accountable.
We don't learn our women.
So you gonna tell me if you date somebody 4-5 years, you ain't learned her? You don't know nothing about her.
I would know some things she like. I would know some things she dislike. But I'm not going to learn. Like, women learn a man. I don't study no woman. What it is, she would tell me some things and I would remember it. What it is, I know my woman by memory, things she have said.
Okay.
So now I say, damn, I ain't bought her no flowers in 3 months. I better go to Kroger's and buy her some flowers. You know what? Damn, we ain't went nowhere in 4 months. Oh, I better take her out. See, we doing things off memory. We not doing it because I learned her and I study her. I know her favorite color and all this shit, and I'm studying her. No, she told me her favorite color, and off memory, damn, you know what? I'm gonna buy her outfit. Her favorite color is purple. So if I'm dating a big girl and I remember her color is purple, I'm gonna have her looking like Barney. You see what I'm saying? But when I should have been buying her black, but by me not even thinking about.
Shut the fuck up, dog. You be all.
Go to the next one.
You always going left. But no, I want to kind of piggyback on what y'all was saying though. So when you say, so do you think it's fair for a woman? Because I don't. I think when a woman is, this is just my opinion. I think if you're any woman or man that has issues within themselves, I don't think it's fair for you to try to go into a long-term commitment, especially marriage. But do you think it's fair for that person to tell someone, okay, I have issues, I have problems, and then if someone is willing to marry them, do you think they should get married? Because I don't think the marriage would work.
I think the person will already know that. If we've been dating for some years, I already know. You know, I have dated a Spanish female, and man, when she loves hard, but when she hates you, she also hates you hard.
Yeah.
So you got to think, I already know that because you know what I'm saying, I've been around her. So I think most of the time people know people issues. They choose to look past their issues, and I think that's when it becomes a big problem later on. I don't think a man or a woman should look past a person's issues. If you dating a man with anger problems, it's just a matter of time before he put his foot in your ass.
So it got to be a consistent thing, because you know sometimes a man or a woman can show a flaw, and then you know you can be like, okay, I'm gonna look past this. But if I think it got to be a consistent situation, something that keep going on before you say, you know what.
So we as people, how many flaws and how many things should we keep looking past before we walk away? Because we deal with I think men and women deal with a lot when it comes to relationships before they walk away.
It depends what flaw it is. Some flaws, I'm out the door. We ain't even gonna make it. Listen, if a woman smokes cigarettes, we can't even make it to a relationship.
Okay.
I dated one woman in my whole life that smoked cigarettes, but I knew that out the gate. And that was a different situation. But I never dated another woman in my life that smoked cigarettes. That's like.
And for me, a woman that's a compulsive spender, because she's going to always blow the bag, you know. So I don't want a woman that's a compulsive spender. I most definitely can't date a woman that's a liar. If she established herself to me as being untruthful, I can't fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she's going to do the ultimate thing, make me look bad eventually. So it's things like that that's a no. You know, a woman can, you know, she can be clingy. She can be a lot of things that, you know, I'm not with, but that's not a deal breaker for me. It's things that, you know, like I say, that'll make me look bad. That's a deal breaker for me.
So do you all think toxic relationships can work?
Yeah, two toxic people would work great.
That shit only works sexually, because at the end of that, somebody gonna end up.
I was just about to say that. I'm about to say I don't see it working no way but probably sex and just hanging out, having a good time. I don't think it can. But some people, but I do agree with you. If both people are toxic, it'll work. Definitely it'll work.
That, you know what happens? I don't know if y'all. I just saw something like this on Facebook. It was a true story. They had like the Ring camera. The guy killed his girlfriend right in front of her doorway. Like she broke up with him. But there's a lot of stories that be like this. But the guy came back with the hood. And she was like trying to get in the door, but she couldn't get in because, you know, she had her keys out. And when she saw him come with the hood gun out, she like, no, you ain't got to do this. So my man tried to shoot, but he ain't had no bullet in the head. He and just dumped her out in front of her doorway. You see what I'm saying? That's the toxic stuff. When you lead this man on, you ain't even got to lead the man on. Y'all just had this toxic relationship, sex, whatever. Y'all fighting all the time. And then you say, you know what? A lot of women always say, you know what? I deserve better. Let me find something better. And you started dating this toxic guy and you led him on. And then begin.
Well, what could you say it could be leading? I don't think it's always leading somebody on, Dre. Some people just can't accept rejection. Some shit just don't work out. And you got to be able to say, hey, if it don't work out, it didn't work out. You can't make nobody be with you. Some people just can't accept nobody leaving them.
I can't see nobody killing nobody because you left me. It
happens all the time.
Dre, she's right. A lot of men have abandonment issues from their mother. So, but you know what? She knew that already. She just got tired of it. Well, I'm pretty sure if she dated him, she know he had abandonment issues.
Like you don't never go see your mom or something like that.
Okay. Or you know what? Every time she talking about this ain't gonna work, he flip out. She's saying things. That's why she said you ain't gotta do this because you talked to him before. And so now she trying to reanimate. You don't gotta do this. He like, you know what? Yes, I do. So I think that, you know, toxic people can date toxic people, and I think people with sense should date people with sense.
We got time for one more question.
Okay. Can someone rush into a commitment, and what are the consequences? So basically, what is the consequences when you're rushing into things like dating somebody?
I say divorce. I mean, if you rush into anything, it's going to end bad.
Breakups.
Well, it's going to end bad. Anything you rush into. I don't think a man should allow a woman to pressure him to be in a relationship. I don't think a man should allow a woman to make him marry her or to impregnate her. It's some things we just got to say no and stand on business.
I don't think that men should do things for a woman just to keep that woman and pacify that woman. You have some men out here that say, oh yeah, I'm going to commit to her because I don't want nobody else to have her.
I don't know where you be getting.
I'm trying to tell you, we had these type of gas
You was partially
You see what I'm trying to say?
You was partially right. Like, I ain't going to lie.
Dre, how many women you got pregnant to keep them?
No, pregnant. I'm not talking about pregnant. I'm talking about
pacifying. Like, even with marriage, like a man to sit here and say, you know what? She complaining about marriage and all that stuff. I'm going to go and get a ring. I'm going to go and marry her.
And he don't want to be married. That's pacifying.
It ain't that he may not want to be married. He may not want to be rushed into marriage. Like, the thing is this. Men, we put finances before marriage. Because if I marry you, it costs money. Yeah. Whatever goals and plans I got to appease you and get married and have this big-ass wedding, you're taking me off the path I need to do. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to sacrifice. And then, guess what? At the end, the man always going to be the one that's not happy because he sacrificed.
So that's why you shouldn't sacrifice. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it then.
Ain't nothing wrong with doing it. The thing is, it's timing. The thing is, women don't want to wait. Y'all in the rush for everything. Y'all
they competing with other women in my opinion.
You're willing to just so you're saying men are willing to just go ahead and do it just to silence her.
Do it at his time. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you saying men are just go ahead and do it just to silence her. Let me go ahead and do this, get this done. No matter how he's positioned to be, if you know your finances is not that way that you want him to be to marry that person or give that person what they want, then I'm saying why pacify her? Why give her? Because you pacifying her. Just basically,
he shouldn't do it. He's screwing up.
What I think a man,
but a lot of men do.
A man should just say, "Well, listen, you want to be married. You so much in a rush to get married. This is my plans. This is what I got going on outside of marriage. So if you're in a rush to get married, we can go down to Ohio. We can go down to the city, county, building, wherever.
Okay, but you're not going to do no big wedding.
We're not going to do a big wedding. Okay. You just want to be married.
That's
the average woman going to say no. Because they want this goddamn
lavish.
But if she loved you and really wanted to marry you, she would do it, right?
Listen, I'm telling you, most women do not marry men because of love. You know what I'm saying? They love him. They want to marry because they know they're available and he will do it. If she love him, she'd take her butt right downtown like Drake said. And you know what? I'm going to go buy you a $400 ring. I'm going to put it on your ring, on your finger, and we're going to sign these papers we married. She going to tell you go to hell.
Yep.
She ain't going to do it. But if she loves him so much, where the love go? That love disappear. That love disappear real quick. And like Dre said, men think about financial. You know what? This wedding going to cost me this money, and I'm not in a position for it. Now, if he commit to it, once he commit, he can't bag out.
Yeah.
Once he start paying on this man gonna be working all this overtime to be trying to pay for a wedding for a year, burning himself out.
Yeah.
And she gonna be wanting him to participate, asking what he think about this. He don't want to talk about none of that.
Yeah.
So I say no. I say
wrap it
no.
up.
Okay. All right, well, to close it out, I say, how long, closing it out on the topic, how long? I say if you're not willing to be in a relationship or a marriage with someone that wants something long term, then don't camouflage like you are. Don't waste that person's time. Just be upfront like this is not what I want. And even if it is what you want, give them a time frame. And if that person is willing to wait that long, then okay. But if that person is not willing to wait that long, then just go ahead and be friends and just say, hey, you're not the person for me because you want something else out of life. I feel like when you sacrifice what you want for somebody else, you may be missing out on something that's really out there good for you, you know. So we waste a lot of time being in relationships and stuff like that with people. And there's so many people you talk to, as Ball said, you know, how many people did you get to know before you got that one person that you wanted to be serious about? And hey, if that person don't want to, just walk away.
I feel like you should give a person 5 years before marriage. Date them 2 years. Get to know them. If y'all clicking, move in together. Give them 3 more years. Because if you're able to stay with this person 3 years and y'all don't fall out, then they worth the marriage. So give a person 5 years, 2 years
So about
to
8.
commit a relationship. No, 5 total, 2 years before you get in a relationship. Live together with them 3 years, and then you can get married. So 5 years total.
Okay. Well, I slightly agree with Dre, but I don't believe love comes with pressure. I don't believe that, you know, in order for you to show this woman or a man that you love him, you should be put under any kind of pressure. Your relationship shouldn't be under any kind of strain because what the other person want to do. Everything should be compromised and y'all should be on the same page about everything. If y'all not on the same page, that's what y'all need to be talking about. Marriage shouldn't even be coming up. Y'all not even on the same page just about agreeing on the money part of things. Just being comfortable on certain things in the relationship. So I think a man should not give in to pressure from a woman, marrying her, have a kid by her, and thinking that, you know what, this is going to save the relationship. No, it won't. I guarantee you it would not save the relationship. It would make things even worse. So if you got the type of woman that's putting pressure on you to marry her, to impregnate her, to put you in the financial debt, I say no, don't do it. Because once you do it, you stuck. And you going to pay. You going to pay. So for me, Barb, it's a no.
Okay.
So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversation OGs. We out.
Peace.